Hello, and welcome to Fluency Forge. My name is Josh, and I'm the founder of Fluency Forge. Today we will talk about Fluency Forge's course mode, but first you may be wondering, what exactly is Fluency Forge? We like to think of Fluency Forge as an adaptable application for learning Japanese. Fluency Forge is built upon the idea that every learner will have a different experience learning Japanese, so rather than offering a single, fixed learning path, our solution provides learners with a collection of tools that can be utilized as needed to learn new skills or strengthen weaknesses in their language ability. These tools are enhanced with skill-based performance data, which helps learners understand how well they know a skill across different contexts. With that background out of the way, let's jump back into the course mode. The course mode can be accessed by clicking on the Course tab from the main dashboard, and is Fluency Forge's primary learning area. This part of the app most closely resembles what you may think of when you think about an online course, albeit with a number of enhancements that we'll soon discuss. We like to think of the courses as books, and that the courses can be studied from front to back, mirroring reading a normal book, but they can also be accessed from other parts of the app as needed for reference. Unlike some other apps, courses have completely open navigation, and there is no limit to how much progress you can make in a course on a given day. Let's take a look at the Hiragana course, which can be accessed from the Courses tab on the dashboard to learn more. Before we walk through the various features of the course mode, I also wanted to mention that both the Hiragana and Katakana courses are currently available for free when you make an account on fluencyforge.com. Be on the lookout for a video covering our Kana courses in more depth in the future, but let's get back into the course mode. The course mode is divided into two sections, the course map and study panel. The course map allows you to use course-specific menus, view your progress in a given course, and enables easy navigation to any part of a course. The study panel is where the course content is presented. Courses consist of a three-tier hierarchy: sections, subsections, and activities. You can visualize the hierarchy by expanding the course map twice to reach the activity level, as shown here. Activities can be broken down into three primary types: learning, exercise, and test activities. Learning activities are where you will learn about various aspects of the Japanese language, while exercise activities have you apply the knowledge you acquire from learning activities. Test activities allow you to evaluate your knowledge by completing assessments around specific topics. Different courses feature different activity formats aligned with one of the three activity types. Let's take a look at a few different activities to get a feel for navigating the course and some of the activity types within the Hiragana course.
あ、い、う、え、お。いいえ。会う。
When you complete an activity, you can see the subsection level progress bar grow above the study panel and the course map update accordingly. Within the course map, completed activities will appear in white text, your active activity will appear in orange text, and uncompleted activities will appear in faded text. Upon completion, most activities are evaluated automatically as having been answered correctly or incorrectly, but some activities, such as writing activities, are self-evaluated. Learning activities are not evaluated as correct or incorrect. Some activities feature a Show Solution button that will show the correct answer to the active activity, which helps you solve any exercises you're having trouble with. Any activities where the Show Solution button is used can be reviewed again alongside any other activities that were answered incorrectly at the end of a subsection. You can decline to review your missed activities if you'd like to as well. If you decline to review your missed activities, those activities will be cleared from your missed activity queue, and the next part of the course will begin. Given that we've been discussing how completed activities are evaluated in Fluency Forge, I thought this would be a good opportunity to bring up how performance stats come into the picture. When an exercise activity is completed, stats are collected based on how you performed on that activity. Collected stats correspond to the type of activity completed. For example, when a reading exercise in this course is completed, each part of the answer you provide, corresponding to a kana character, is recorded for correctness against the correct way to read the focus text of the exercise. Similarly, when a listening exercise is completed, whether each kana you input is correct or not is recorded. These stats collectively represent your overall skill performance stats, as they relate to the skills of reading, hearing, and writing kana. You can see your top 5 strongest and weakest skills on the Stats tab of the dashboard, and in context-based breakdowns throughout other parts of the app. Using these stats can help you pinpoint where you should spend time studying. Since stats are always being collected when you apply skills in the context of exercises, the more you engage with the material, the more accurately your historic stats will reflect your skill proficiencies. Now let's have a look at some of the more advanced features of the course mode. Any activities having one or more prerequisite skill dependencies that need to be understood prior to completing the activity will have a Review Skills button available on the top left of the course map. Clicking on this button allows you to see a quick overview of each prerequisite skill required for the activity. Clicking different tabs takes you to each of the required skills. Besides the overview, you can mark a skill for later review in the study mode, as well as jump back to where that skill was introduced within the course you're working on, or within another course if applicable. Where this gets interesting is when you have a situation where the dependencies for a specific skill you are learning are linked to more upstream dependencies, which are potentially linked to even more dependencies. That case will often occur with more advanced topics such as Japanese grammar study. With our backtracking system, you have the ability to backtrack as far back as you need to review more fundamental topics on the fly before tackling a new topic you are learning. This capability effectively replaces the common experience learners have of having to search for explanations online or having to look for a particular book to revisit a topic you'd like to review. As previously mentioned, you can mark an individual skill for review in the study mode within the course mode by clicking on the Review Skills button on an activity containing that skill and checking the box under the tab of the skill you're interested in studying later. If you'd like to mark all of the skills for a specific activity for review in the study mode, you can do so by checking Mark Skills for Study on the answer side of a specific course activity. You can manage your marked skills by clicking the avatar icon at the top right of the screen and selecting Mark Skills. The button with a cog icon is used to manage your settings for the course you are studying. The settings present in this menu will change within each course, but you will commonly find options such as autoplay audio and the passing percentage of the course tests. You can also reset your course if you'd like to here as well. Some courses have a few configuration options that are set when you first launch the course that cannot be changed in the middle of the course. For example, with the kana courses, you have the option to use a version of the course that includes writing versus one that does not. This does not reset your stats for the skills you studied in the course if you use this feature, but it will reset your course progress. The next two buttons are settings that are exclusive to the kana courses, so I will cover those in an upcoming video about our kana courses. The final button on the right side of the course menu brings you back to the dashboard. With that, we've covered all there is to know about the course mode. I'm going to be releasing another video that will cover the library, test, and study features of Fluency Forge soon, and as previously mentioned, there will also be another video that will be a deep dive into our kana courses as well. Until then, you can get started with learning Japanese for free at fluencyforge.com by creating an account. We also have a Discord server you can join through our website if you want to get in touch with me or connect with other Japanese learners. Lastly, I wanted to mention that while this YouTube channel will be the official home of the Fluency Forge app, I am planning to upload a variety of other content related to Japanese learning resources, the journey of building Fluency Forge, and other interesting content related to language learning. If this sounds interesting to you, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to our channel. Until then, keep forging your path to fluency.